everyone and welcome to the pilot of the Techcircle Gadget Show. Now if you're wondering what we're doing here, Techcircle is actually going to review one gadget at a time, and when I say review, we're going to look at the camera quality, the build quality, the software and the hardware, and at the end of every show we're going to tell you whether the gadget is worth stashing or is it only worth trashing. Now before taking any more time, let's start with the first gadget, that is the BlackBerry Z10, the latest from BlackBerry that runs on the BlackBerry 10 OS.
The build quality of Z10 is nice, and the texture that the company has given at the back makes for a very strong grip. If you look at the screen, there are no buttons and instead everything is operated via the touch screen. To switch on the screen, you can either press the power button or you can also drag the screen up, which automatically opens it. Let me just show you the function. So as you can see, dragging the finger up automatically brings us to the home screen. This device sports a 4.2-inch capacitive touchscreen display with a pixel resolution of 768 by 1280 with 355 ppi, which is even more than the iPhone 5. Z10 is powered by a 1.5 GHz Snapdragon dual-core processor. We were actually hoping for a quad-core, but that didn't happen. It also has 2 GB of RAM, and the internal memory of the device is 16 GB, which can be further expanded an additional 32 GB with a micro SD card. It has an 8 megapixel autofocus rear camera with LED flash that can record full high definition videos at 30 frames per second, and a 2 megapixel front facing camera that can also record high definition videos. On the connectivity front, the device has Bluetooth, Wi-Fi, 3G, a micro SD slot, and depending on the region, it also comes with 4G LTE. The smartphone measures 130 by 65.6 by 9 mm and its weight is 135 grams, which is over 25 grams heavier than the iPhone that weighs only 112 grams. BlackBerry has provided an 1800 mAh battery in the device that the company claims lasts a full day. But we tested that claim, and at continuous use on 3G, the device only lasted 6 to 7 hours. The apps are displayed in a nice manner, but somehow the layout reminds us of Apple's iOS. In fact, BlackBerry has taken cue from the iOS for the apps, in the sense that if you want to create a folder, you just need to press on a particular app. If you remember, in iOS, once clicked the apps wriggle a little, but in BlackBerry's case, they pulsate. Now once an app is selected, you can simply drag it over another app and a folder is created. This is something the company has added. You can also give it any name you want. Once that is done, you can put a number of apps inside the folder. So it basically works similar to how folders are created on iOS. BlackBerry has also provided a peep view. You can simply scroll up to view whatever apps are open and active at the time. In addition to that, if you keep moving to the left, you will find the BlackBerry Hub, which can be used to check your BlackBerry Messenger messages, your text messages, your social network updates, as well as your entire call log. You can view all of these separately or view all of them in once by simply clicking on the BlackBerry Hub. The BlackBerry app world has been rebranded to simply BlackBerry World, and if you click on that, you're taken to the App Store where you can choose from a number of apps that are available. Now obviously this number is nowhere near to what is being offered in the iTunes Store or Google Play, but it is decent to start off with. Another interesting feature in the smartphone is that all your open apps are displayed in one screen, and you can simply close whichever ones you want by clicking on the X. We will now talk about the browser in the smartphone. It is actually quite neat, and when you open it, it shows you all the sites and pages that you had previously opened. We are using a 2G internet connection, so it is not that fast. Google loaded fast, but then it always does. You can also save your bookmarks here, and let us try out one for techcircle.in. Since the smartphone supports Flash, the videos are also displayed on it. When you pinch and zoom, you can see that there is just a little bit of lag, but otherwise it works fine. Let us also try out the same page in the landscape mode, and as you can see, the page is much more readable in this mode. And the fact that we are already on our site, let us just click on a story to view it. Here are a couple of photographs comparing the camera of Z10 with the iPhone 4S. Another interesting feature in the camera is time shift, which basically captures a number of images in rapid succession, post which users can roll forward or backwards to select the perfect picture. Now the call quality on the smartphone is okay. It's not that great, but the speakerphone works well. Let's try out how the videos look in the device. There are not a lot of videos in the device, so we'll have to make do with what we have as of now. At this angle, the video is quite small, so let us simply change the orientation to give you a better view. As you can see, the video takes a little time to change orientation, but a good thing about the device is that no matter where you jump in the video, it plays very smoothly and there is no lag. One of the best things we liked about the device is its keyboard. BlackBerry has tried to innovate a lot, and let me just open the keyboard first to show you. Yeah, so what the company has done is while typing, instead of guessing just the word you're currently typing, it also guesses what the following word could be. Once the options are shown, users can simply swipe up on that particular letter to select the next word. This actually saves the trouble of typing the entire word and makes the typing experience that much better for the users. But you have to understand that this feature will only be helpful for people who are looking to type in proper English. Overall, the BlackBerry Z10 is a good device, and while the company has taken cue from Apple for a number of things, it has actually worked in the company's favor. Although one thing that we felt could be a deterrent is the fact that the user interface is a little confusing for first-time users and can take a little getting used to. All in all, it is definitely an interesting device.
Now that we're done with the review, it's time for the final verdict. But before we give that, we'd like to tell you that this phone is priced over 40,000, which is obscene for a BlackBerry. Come on, reduce the price, you know Apple. As far as the final verdict goes, whether it's stashable or not, we definitely think it is. And that's why I'm going to put this phone in my pocket. And that's all for today, but stay tuned for the next episode of the Techcircle Gadget Show and have a great day.